Hi guys, today I'm gonna be designing my Wild West character that was very heavily inspired by Red Dead Redemption. I'm obsessed with that game and all the characters in it. I drew actually again Morgan and Deer. Yes, obviously, those who know. So I was kind of basing it off that vibe. I already filled in several pages in my sketchbook and added this silly thing on the side. I just decided to add something because why not? I thought it was silly. But yeah, the character actually that you see on the thumbnail is different from the one I'm gonna be designing today, because that one I actually did quite a while ago, and it was based off me. At first I was planning on making it like into actual like not thumbnail but actual art piece, but then I don't know, I wasn't feeling it, I guess, and I decided to turn it into a thumbnail because I knew I wanted to create in the future video where I'm actually gonna design Red Dead Redemption character, if you can call it that. So I left it for that. And I didn't feel like kind of expanding more on, because the drawing of the baddie on the thumbnail is based off me and the way I look and like what clothes I like for myself. And this one is more like I don't know, not everything is not everything should be based off me, you know. I put myself everywhere, so yeah, I thought it was more interesting to fully start from scratch and design something new. I gave her a braid, I don't know, and like kind of a side part, like bangs that cover kind of half of her face. I don't know why, I just thought it was really cute. And recently I've been really loving braids and just kind of any kind of hairstyle. It's, I think, like just giving your character different hairstyles is already like more detailed and gives it more personality, I think, than just, no hairstyle. Like, I mean, there's always gonna be a hairstyle, but you know what I mean. Of course, depends on every character, and nothing wrong, yeah. Anyway, I was really not feeling the face. I don't know. I don't know what was wrong. It it was just not it. It looks too masculine, and there is nothing wrong with that. But for this specific character, I was just, that's not what I wanted to see. That's not what I was going for. So I completely redrew it, and I was very satisfied with that one. Now, for the next sketch, I decided to add her kind of more in a full pose. In addition, because my sketchbook is quite small, it's a little hard, hard to add like full poses, like body into the page. So she's not exactly fully on the page, but I wanted to also showcase her pants and like a belt. You can't really see a lot of details later when I actually color it, because I don't know, I decided to went for for a more simplistic kind of style. But I definitely should make maybe a digital drawing of her with all of her details and everything. And I decided to give her a pose where she's pointing a gun. And yeah, I also designed later. Well, I don't know, I didn't design it fully, but I kind of just drew a sketch of what I wanted the gun to look like. Because, for example, in Red Dead Redemption, you can customize and add engravings and stuff. So I thought it would be nice to, not just give her basic basic gun, but also give it personality, kind of, that would also reflect her. And I later you're gonna see, but I didn't. I don't know, I have no personality for her. I literally do not know anything about her. I didn't really think of what she's gonna be like. Of course, she's a baddie, obviously, and she wears pants, obviously, and she can handle a gun. But like, nothing, I don't have any story for her yet. And my boyfriend later came up with a name for her, which I'm gonna add on the like background later, but that's all I kind of know. So And I'm not sure if she's gonna even fit into our fantasy world, because that's all the characters I usually come up with are specifically for mine and my boyfriend's fantasy world. But we don't really have cowboys, cowgirls, like Wild West style. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I decided to go first with alcohol marker to give it a background. I don't know why. I don't really do that usually. But yeah, the marker was struggling and so was I. But we finally finished coloring the page. So I am finally starting to draw with the acrylic markers. First of all, they're so freaking good. Actually, they're so vibrant. They're so like juicy. They have so much ink in them, or whatever it's called, paint. And they layer so like perfectly on top of each other. You can also smudge them if you want, like, kind of shading, or yeah, like move color into another color. But I am genuinely so satisfied with them. I got them for Christmas from my parents, and I'm honestly in love. I've been only drawing with the acrylic markers in this like new sketchbook, and I'm so scared that they're gonna run out. Like, I know, like, that's the point, but they're so addicted to draw with that I'm like, okay, I don't want to use too much, but I want to draw only with them right now. Like, I'm going through the phase. And yeah, I just hope they're gonna last long, because my previous acrylic markers lasted quite a while. Of course, I didn't use them as often, I think, but my previous ones were like a literally some kind of Chinese random brand that my mom got me from somewhere. Like, they were not, proper acrylic markers. So I think it should be fine. And besides, I guess I can buy more, but I don't like spending money in this economy. Anyway, I feel like I was a little struggling with her face and coloring, and I'm still trying to figure out how to use the brush tip end. Like, sometimes I just physically cannot do smaller lines, not because of the pen, but because I just can't for some reason. But I don't actually like going with a pen like over the drawing, like doing the line art when I draw with this specific acrylic markers, because I found out, I don't know, I don't really like the look of full line art like around the piece, which was like my favorite part of the whole drawings, to do the line art, which I do a lot when, for example, I draw with alcohol markers. But when drawing with this one, I was like, I just like the like kind of natural line art, and I will like add darker lines later to her clothes and stuff, but still, like, I think it's better looking still to give it like darker, because I don't have that many like color differences. I think I have like 32 colors, I think. So you gotta work with what you have. Yeah, I was really struggling with a braid. I don't know why I always struggle with braids, even though I know what braids look like and I know how to braid. Drawing a braid is always hard, and I don't know what's it related to. I saw a lot of artists also having problems with that, and I genuinely don't know what's the secret behind it. For her color scheme, I decided to go with like dark reds, dark purples, and unfortunately I don't really have dark red color in my markers, but so I chose like more vibrant one. But I think it still works out. It doesn't look too bad. I gave her a vest that I decided to give a pattern that was heavily inspired by Red Dead Redemption design, and well, I'm pretty sure, I think specifically it was inspired by Otter's shirt that has stripes, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna switch and give stripes to the vest. But I also gave her this like neck scarf kind of thingy that cowboys usually cover their faces with, but I'm not sure if I like the color. Like, I thought blue would be a very nice color to contrast the whole thing, but I feel like it's a bit too vibrant, and maybe I should change it to like maybe black or dark gray. I didn't give her scarf on the other sketch I made of her, just because I forgot. And I think, yeah, blue is a little bit silly looking. So in the future, when I actually do give her a story, if I ever do, because I mean, not every character that you guys design should have a story, just saying. Especially since it doesn't really fit into our fantasy world. So, I don't know. Speaking actually of our fantasy world, I was thinking I should record a video kind of step by step how I come up with characters for the story, what I do to get inspiration, what kind of, I don't know, what aspects I choose or like take into consideration when I actually draw the character in their just backstory and just whole story, how that happens. And it's a job of two. My boyfriend mainly writes, and I kind of design, well, we both design what the character looks like, but I draw kind of the final piece, and then he writes like final description of a character. For example, I actually drew for like a lot of our characters actually are based off our friends, and we want to give like each friend their own character in our story. So that is easy because obviously you know the person, so you know kind of what to base off, you know, the things from. But for example, random characters that you just coming up from your head and you don't really know where to start or how to give them a story or backstory or what they should look like, and you're struggling with details and stuff like that. I feel like that would be a interesting video to make because I have some experience with that, and I feel like even drawing based off your friends, like for example this drawing I made of our friend literally yesterday, I really love how it turned out, and it has so many details, it already has some backstory, and it came fully just from us kind of knowing his aesthetic, what he likes, and yeah. So I guess it could be a good exercise to try basing off a character of your friend, depending on if you like fantasy or like what kind of genre you like, or it's just basic character in like a normal world, but changing them up obviously. So yeah, I think that would be a very interesting video to make, and I might actually make it next because I don't actually have that many ideas right now. I mean, yeah, I don't. I was really satisfied with how kind of brown went on, like laid on the red shirt. It gave it, I don't know, I never really thought it's gonna look good because they're kind of very similar colors but just shade different, and I don't know, I just never thought the combo would work, and I actually really like how it looks. Oh yeah, actually I'm fixing it up, the scarf a little bit, I forgot about it, to make it more dark because blue was contrasting too much, and I think I could have went full in with adding maybe like pinkish highlights, but I don't know. Anyway, as I said, I added her name is Lisa, and I also added like this star behind her just kind of to fill up the space, make it more interesting looking, and I'm also gonna add a star behind the gun, as you can see. And yeah, I don't know, stars are just kind of I add them everywhere, and I mean they look dynamic most of the time and they look cute and cool, and I don't see why not. This side of like the sketchbook, I did not realize that when I was recording, only after I started editing this video, I realized that on this side of the sketchbook you can't really see when I actually put down colors because my hand is covering most of the thing, and because I didn't move my sketchbook to the right, and I was really upset about it because like, oh my god, because I feel like coloring is the most fun part in the whole, during the whole process, and you kind of can't see most of it on this page. Not like I did anything, new or different for this one, but still a bummer. I also love how the colors pop on the camera. Like, they look very vibrant, and they genuinely are very vibrant. Like, this was one of the things I didn't like, is when I would record a video and draw, for example, with my alcohol markers. Then I look through the footage and it's not that colorful. I'm like, okay, well, that looks kind of boring looking, I don't know. I really love making my artworks colorful and give it just all the shades of the rainbow. Also, by the way, I wanted to mention, if any of you who are participating in my Draw This in Your Style, like, it's not a trend, what is it, challenge, also please mention me when you post your artwork, please mention me there, like on the post or in the comments or in the description, because for some reason Instagram doesn't show me all of the artworks. Even if you use the hashtag, it doesn't show all of the artworks, and I do not know why. It's really weird, and I noticed that, and I don't want to miss any of your artworks. So please, if you do, just mention me somewhere so I could see it, just in case. And of course, thank you for everyone who participated already. You still have quite a lot of time, so there's no hurry. And you can find my Instagram down below, and also in my previous post that I made on this channel, about the rules and stuff. Also, if you do not have Instagram, you can also post your artwork in the YouTube community. I opened it up so you could actually post your drawings there. I probably will close it after the challenge is done, but for now you can post it there. And if you want, because I usually would post it to my Instagram stories, if you don't want, just say it, mention it quickly. And yeah, but I'm so glad to see I don't know, your art styles, and it's so nice seeing my artwork in someone else's art style. I'm like, oh my god, I did not think of that. True. So yeah, it's very nice. It's really nice seeing you guys participate, and I'm really, really grateful. I've been also thinking of recording a video of me drawing again your OCs, because I've done that video a while ago, and since that time I've gained a lot more subscribers, so I was wondering if you guys would be interested in that. And because I really enjoy, because people who participated were also telling me their lore and obviously details and stuff. It was so interesting because you at the same time get inspiration for your own OCs and for your own storyline and everything. So I'm thinking I will make another one. I don't know how soon, maybe soon, but yeah, I'm definitely planning on that. I was also thinking if you guys want to advise what kind of characters I should make for our fantasy world, because it can literally be any kind, and then I would maybe make a video of me how I would actually implement them and how would I design them and stuff. For example, if you suggest winter fairy or something, I think that would be really interesting as an idea. So definitely stealing, it's my idea. Anyway, this video is getting to an end, and honestly, I'm just really satisfied how it turned out. I tried recording this video once sometime before, but I was not feeling it. I don't know, it just was not giving. I couldn't really draw, and I don't know, it just wasn't it. So I'm really glad I stopped and I wasn't pushing myself to do it, and did this next day, or how many days was it ago? A couple of days ago. So yes, I I'm really happy how it turned out. I love the colors, I love the markers, I love everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.